is to celebrate the achievements of Africans in America who have really contributed immensely to developing the USA, who have impacted, who have actually helped the US to actually get to its height in the areas of leadership, trade, heritage, culture, and all, and to further also strengthen the ties that we have between the US and then the African continent.
Right. So what has been the success, the success story of the Black History Festival since its inception?
One of the critical successes has been the fact that the Black History Festival, or Black History Month, has existed since the early 1920s.
Yeah.
When Carter G. Woodson thought it wise that the Negroes then were not having any attention. They didn't know their culture, they didn't know their history, what they were achieving. Up until now, when the government, in the 1970s, the government had to repackage it into the Black History Month. This happens to be the first time Africa is joining African Americans in the diaspora to celebrate this momentous month. So for us, the first achievement happens to be that Africa is joining our brothers and sisters in America to celebrate this historic event together. Number two would be the fact that the wins or the gains of US-African relations are many. US has proven to be one of the friendly partners or bilateral partners of Africa in many ways. We just had the US-Africa Leaders Summit last week, and there were a lot of engagement on how US will not just be an exploiting partner, but a complementary partner to Africa's development now that Africa is proving to be the next big thing of the world. So for us, the Black History Festival is a solidifying point or platform for us to further enhance our relations. Number three will be, we've had a year beyond return.
Yeah.
Or year of return.
Year of return.
And now it's being dovetailed into beyond the return, which is a government-led initiative. We believe that Ghana has shown the way. It's now time for Africa to imbibe this ideology of giving attention to the diaspora. So we are very excited to state that the Black History Festival becomes a complementary platform to echo this Beyond the Return initiative and then bring in all the rest of Africa bit by bit. And for us, it's exciting.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting, but nothing is without challenges, right? So, I mean, what are some of the challenges that you faced with, doing this Black History Festival, of course, aside sponsorship? Sponsorship is always a problem.
Well, it's more about getting people to understand the relevance of such a platform.
Right.
Most of the times in the past, we've heard about people coming up with programs, festivals, and the objectives are really not well articulated, or the objectives are actually away from what they actually say.
Yeah.
So getting to partner with people, there have been questions over there, here and there. I believe last year, or the last edition we had this year actually, there have been a number of some of the partners who could have really exerted their influence and made things even much more successful than we had in Washington, D.C. But they were a little skeptical. Are these guys for real? Are they going to do what they really say? So they were more on the fence watching. But now, it's good to know that some of these entities have actually come on board to support, and we're looking forward to actually strengthening partnerships between entities, governments, organizations, and also be able to surmount the diplomatic issues that we face. For example, the last edition, we had the opportunity to meet the Congressional Black Caucus, but because there were these diplomatic issues, who is behind, which institutions are fronting for you, which government is actually backing you, we were not able to meet them because there was that diplomatic gap. But now, the government of Ghana has officially endorsed the Black History Festival through the Diaspora Affairs, the Office of the President, and the Ministry of Trade, Industry, and the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. So we are on a good course, and sooner or later, African Union and the U.S. Department of State will also be giving the official endorsement. So we are on a good course.
That's great stuff, and I'm glad to hear that we're on a good course. So what are the organizers looking forward to achieve with this Black History Festival that's different from similar programs around? And let's also talk about the support from home and abroad. Finally.
Okay, so one main focus or what we intend to achieve is, well, like you said, given the history to the Black History conversation, realize that the focus on celebrating Africans who have actually achieved a lot, who are still working hard, you know, to ensure that whatever we are targeting is being achieved. So one of it is, for instance, let me add that we have most organizations coming on board, like Free Zones coming on board. We have GEPA, we have AGI, we have other institutions who are coming on board, and our focus is on trade. We have one key focus is on trade. We have history, culture, exchanges, and a lot. Now, for instance, GEPA is ready to support how do you call it? Exhibitors who really have good products, who would want to invade or enter the US market, to ensure that they get support, investors, people who would want to invest in what they do. And so we have a few challenges, but you're on board to rectify that. Also, from the other side, we have the AGOA, who that's the how do you forget? The African Growth Opportunity Act, AGOA, who is ready to ensure that African markets are able to come on board, expand their businesses, whereas there are investors on standby who really want to ensure that we have good products where they can come on board and invest into us. Now, when you go down to the AGOA Act, it says that the focus is to expand the African economy up to 20 trillion by 2050. And so I think we are on the right path based on what we are doing, focusing on trade, especially to also ensure that we contribute our quota towards that time frame.
Right. So, I mean, before we go though, I mean, what has the support, from home, been like? I mean, this part, what has the support?
It's been a good one.
Right.
For instance, last Friday, we actually launched the program as the African Trade House. And then we had high-profile personalities like the Deputy Minister of Trade coming on board, Honorable Akwesi Abibio, Office of the President, Diaspora Affairs, who has endorsed the program. We had the CEO of EIB Group. I mean, Bolare, everybody calls him by that name, or Nathaniel Adisi, who were there to endorse the program and then speak to the fact that this is a good initiative alongside the Beyond the Return. And so stakeholders need to come on board to support the program. Other institutions who also had doubts about how the focus or the direction of the program is going, we have the backing of the government. So currently, it's a positive one for us. We are still preparing and hoping that by close of this month, we would actually move to. We have the partners in the US who are also working immensely to ensure that we launch the Black History over there, festival over there, then we can take off.
All right, so we'll have to wrap it up now, but before we go, a final word, just a final word.
We believe that initiatives like this are very relevant to ensuring that we showcase Africa the best way we can. As much as we want to promote trade, we want to reach out to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora to come back home, we believe that we have a role to play. It's not only a government agenda. If we have more investors in town, the private sector benefits. So we are calling on private sector to look at this as an opportunity to break into the US market by sponsoring, by supporting, by even coming on board to express their brands to the US market. And we believe that with our collaborative effort over the next 10 years, we'll be able to achieve much.
Right.
And come 15th to 18th of February 2023 in Columbus, Ohio, we will have a momentous event that will promote Africa in the best way we can.
Very well. We'll be looking forward to that. Thank you very much, Stephen and Matilda from the Black History Festival for joining us this morning here on the show.
Thank you.
Before we go, though, two very important announcements that I need to make. First of all, let me say a very big happy birthday to producer of GH Today, Ibrahim Al Hassan. Ibrahim Al Hassan, it's your birthday today. He's a man who wears many hats. He's producer of GH Today on GH1 TV. He's producer of Morning Star on Star 103.5 FM. How he does it is amazing. He's producer of State of Affairs here on GH1 TV. And he's our parliamentary correspondent, bringing us all the news from Parliament. A man who wears many hats. And how he's able to combine all of these is just simply mind-blowing and amazing. And we here at the EIB Network, we on GH Today, and of course the Morning Star team, would want to say a very big happy birthday to you, IB, Alhaji Bakope, Ibrahim Al Hassan. Live long and prosper, and may all your heart's desires and your heart's wishes be granted. We love you, Ibrahim. So that's a big happy birthday to Ibrahim Al Hassan. And before I go, let me remind you of the Mozambique Disco concert, which is coming up pretty shortly. So make sure that you are not missing it for anything in the world. Black Sheriff is headlining that Mozambique Disco concert. So buckle up for an electrifying event. It is the Genesis edition. And for the first time, Black Sheriff Kwekukila himself is going to be at the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, 21st December 2022. Grab your tickets now. www.mozamadisco.com. That's where you can get your tickets from. Or you can dial *365 *2045# and grab your tickets. And Mozambique Disco is presented by RBA Limited. So that's it. That's where we wrap up.
Big brother, is it possible if I don't do this, I'll be in trouble?
What's that?
I want.
A brand new day this morning. Step in on my way. Good morning. This drink can give me just what I need, and I can feel the whole. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
From the West, we're coming with the best. One was a bay, and so here they are the hit. Tardy Fest 2022. I say, yeah, the Wafian, Zayazir Bay, want to mean Jinano. It's a cornucopia of fun entertainment of art, culture, and dance. Or Tematola from December 3 to December 27th. Into one time chuku, cause Zayazir Ban, you've never seen, you've never heard. Spectacular enjoyment on all cylinders. Tardy Fest 2022. I say, one love for share.
Hello, my name is Francis Alban, host of Morning Star Live on Star 103.5 FM. Join me every Monday to Friday from 5:55 a.m. to 10 a.m. We bring you relevant breakfast conversations.
We are in a comfortable lead.
Yes.
Were you being sincere with your party supporters and Ghanaians at that time?
Very sincere. And if you finish the whole statement, I said that the pattern that is emerging indicates that we could cruise to victory.
Interlaced with precise choice of music to help you kickstart your morning in the right way possible. This is Morning Star, live on Star 103.5 FM with your man, your Superman, Francis Alban. Morning radio just got better.
An expression of wellness and healthy living. An expression of success and leadership. An expression of technology and human advancement. An expression of taste and toast.